So, our vision, our utopia, what we see for Springfield, the region, the Pioneer Valley. What we're looking for is a prosperous, vibrant, equitable, and sustainable region, not just by itself, but supported by residents who are engaged in the public policy discussion and the projects that are run there. That's what we would love to see, and in 2 words, urban transformation, right? And the mission, our bread and butter, what we aim to do, what we're all about is support organizations, local, regional, statewide, to implement innovative and transformative projects that will lead to our vision, right? Projects through capacity building, analysis, strategic communications, or strategic planning, right? But very, very important with broad community participation. We want to do 3 things. We want to provoke critical thinking about successful initiatives, bringing successful models or initiatives from other places, creating a real buzz of what is possible in Springfield, right? Seeing what things are applicable here, but also featuring the good stuff that's happening in Springfield to outside players, be them state or national players, regional players. A good example is recognizing us, the broader us, the community, recognizing that we have food access issues and trying to connect with outside players, trying to do that, so provoking that critical thinking process. As I suggested before, engaging with residents to shape the projects and policy, and also improving the effectiveness of organizations we're partnering up with. We can improve the effectiveness by going in and doing a piece of it like evaluation, or it could be another organization by doing strategic planning at the beginning. Right? So it's more of like the technical analysis aspect of community projects or policies.
We've been doing a fairly elaborate strategic planning project with the Hampshire Council of Governments, basically taking them through a comprehensive organizational needs assessment and a planning process, which, if you know anything about us, we did it in a really progressive, inclusive, multimedia kind of way, and so consistent with that, we set up this for them, and it tracks all the work we've done, and it's been a big boost for them, if only in PR. And it's really exciting to have this conversation about how to do it in a participatory way, how to sort of turn around the power dynamics, and totally consistent with the philosophy of MOCA. And they light up, and we light up, and it just seems like, yeah, we found a fit there. Something we're calling the Direct Democracy Project, which again won't sound too foreign. It's recruiting citizen bloggers from the ranks of residents who've been organizing themselves, and asking them to represent the priorities of their communities and providing all the technical and editorial support they need to get the word out. And hopefully these citizen leaders are going to get together with one another and find the common elements among communities in Springfield, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they come up with. And we're not going to sort of draw from groups out of the blue. We're going to leverage good stuff that's already happening.
Some areas of interest, these are examples of things where we believe we can get a high return for the investment of resources of the Springfield Institute. And of course, these areas of interest, going back to our mission, it wouldn't be something that we would undertake just by ourselves, but in either in a support or coordinating role with other organizations. So things like school reform. Aaron had mentioned the failing schools in Springfield. Transformation indicators, so indicators that not just measure like average income, but what do we want to look at that measures progress and transformation of the city when we refer back to our vision of prosperity, sustainability, equality, and vitality. Having a demographic data bank with various indicators of the demography or health or environment, that sort of thing. And as Aaron also mentioned, this Opportunity Nation initiative. And then areas of interest in terms of engaging residents. There isn't a strong environmental community or organization that can group various of these interests and have an environmental agenda for the city of Springfield. So there is both space to grow and connect in that area. Social change calendar, this idea of having sort of a centralized location where anyone in the community can access all of the events that is going around for social transformation. So we're not talking about weddings, bar mitzvahs, and quinceañeros. We're talking about stuff like there's a public hearing, if there is an organization that wants feedback from the public, wants to present something to the public, having that as a centralized location. So in terms of the third approach, helping out MoCA with the evaluation piece, helping out neighborhood councils with their effectiveness as well, and every now and then small nonprofits come out with RFPs for analysis, strategic planning, that sort of thing. So these are things that we might be able to handle.
We continue to have between 200 and 1,000 page views per day, and continue to have new contributors and kinds of stories that aren't being told, or not in this way at least. To the extent that the blog doesn't do it in terms of reaching our stakeholders, we have incorporated a partnership with Also Latino, who's already been great working with us.
What we're looking for is a prosperous, vibrant, equitable, and sustainable region, not just by itself, but supported by residents who are engaged in the public policy discussion and the projects that are run there. That's what we would love to see, and in 2 words, urban transformation.